Hello, friends, and welcome back. Happy Wednesday. I'm so excited to have you guys back so we can get started on this phonics. Before we just dive into our lesson, we're going to have a really quick review over some look and say words and over some of our diagraphs that we have gone over the past week. Okay, repeat after me. Hour. O-U-R, hour. What word? Yes. Next word, as. Let's spell it. A-S, as. What word? Awesome job. Next word, her. Let's spell it. H-E-R, her. What word? Her. Awesome job. Now we're going to go over our diagraphs. With our diagraphs, we know that it is two letters that come together and make one sound. Two letters that come together and make one sound. So our first word we're going to go over, our first sound that we're going to go over is shh. Everyone say shh. Awesome. Shh for shoe. Our next diagraph is say it with me. 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock. Awesome. Our last diagraph is the QU, and QU says, say it with me. And we have for queen. For queen. Awesome. Okay, it is time for us to learn a new sound today. So we're going to start right here. What letter is this? Correct. This is the letter X. Now the letter X makes the sound X. It takes the sound of K and S and put them together and says X. Everyone say X. Awesome job. So we won't have a lot of words that we will use the X sound with, but the words that we're going to use the X sound with is always going to be, for right now, will be at the end of the word. It will be the ending sound in the word. Awesome. What sound does this make? X. Awesome job. Alrighty, so now it is time for another kind of what word. I will say the sounds in a word, and then you will say the word. So I'm going to show you the first time, and then you're going to do it after me, okay? So Miss Harris would say, so when everyone catch a bubble, Miss Harris would say, X. I would give you some thinking time, and then you would say, fix. Awesome, so let's move on to the very next one. Let me see your snakes out. Next word, X. Thinking time. What word? 6. Awesome job. Next word, box. Thinking time. What word? Box. Awesome job. Last word, X. Thinking time. What word? X. Awesome job. Alrighty, so now it is time for say it slowly. I will say a word slowly, then you will tell me each sound that you hear in the word. So let me show it to you first, and then you'll do it by yourselves. So right now it's my turn. I want everyone to catch a bubble. Awesome job. All right, our first word is, Ms. Harris would say, box. I will give you some thinking time, and then you will tell me the sounds that you hear in box. B-a-x, box. Awesome job. Now it is your turn. Your word is, arms out, fix. Thinking time. What sounds do you hear? Awesome job, guys. All right, next word, 6. Thinking time. What sounds do you hear? Great. Alrighty, so now it's time for our next routine. Awesome. It's time for our next routine, and our next routine is sound and spell. So we're going to use letter sounds that we already know to sound out words and to spell them. So before we get started, let's just go over our letters that we're going to be using today, our sounds. What sound does this make? Awesome. Next sound, B. X. Ah. I. Eh. Awesome job. Get your brains. Alrighty, so our very first word that we're going to spell is box. So when we're trying to spell the word, we like to say it slowly, which was one of our routines. We like to say it slowly so we can hear every sound inside of the word. So hold out our snakes. Box. And what sounds did we hear in box? B-a-x. Box. Awesome. So now we're going to take those sounds and write the letter that goes with those sounds. So our first sound that we heard at the beginning was B. Which letter says B? B. Awesome job. So we're going to write, I'm going to write it. The letter B. I used B. And what was the sound we heard in the middle? B. Ah. Awesome. Which letter says ah? O says ah. So then we would write our O down. And what was the ending sound in box? X. Awesome. And which letter says X? X says X. So now that we have all of our sounds for our word, it is time for us to go back and to sound out that word so we can read it and make sure that we spelled it correctly. B-a-x. Box. Awesome job. Alrighty, so if you need to, I want you to go ahead and pause the video, and I want you to make sure that you have a pencil and paper or just something to write with so that you can now help me to sound and spell a word. Awesome. So our next word is fix. So remember, we're going to say it slowly. Fix. And now we're going to say the sounds that we hear inside of the word. Ix. Fix. Awesome. Alrighty, so what was the first sound we heard in the word fix? Good job. What letter says F? F says F. So I want you to take your pencil and write your first letter. What was the next sound we heard in fix? I. Which letter says I? I says I. Now we're going to write our I. And now we need the other sound, the last sound that was in the word fix. What was the ending sound for fix? X. Awesome job. And which letter says X? X says X. Now we will write our X. Now, what do we need to do? Great job. We need to sound it out to make sure that we have written and spelled the word correctly. Let's go. Ix. Fix. Awesome job. All right, y'all. So this one right here is for you. You are going to write this word down, and I want you to show your parent or whoever it is that's helping you right now the word at the end, okay? All right, so your word is, let's see, axe. So remember, we need to say it slowly first. Axe. What's the first sound you heard in axe? Awesome. Now write that letter down. What was the next sound you heard in axe? Awesome. Now write that letter down. Did we hear any more sounds in that word? Axe? No? Okay, so I think that you are done. So why don't you sound it out with a partner? Awesome, awesome job, guys. All right, so now it is time for us to do some sound and say words. We're going to use the sounds that we already know to read some of these words. And I'm going to adjust the camera just a little bit to try to straighten it up a little bit. There we go. Awesome. All right, so remember, as I touch each letter, I want you to have your snakes out and you're doing beginning, middle, and ending sounds and putting them all together after I give you some thinking time, okay? All righty. First word. Ox. Thinking time. What word? Fox. Awesome, awesome job. Next word. Thinking time. What word? 6. Awesome, awesome job. Next word. Thinking time. What word? Fix. Awesome, awesome job. Okay, so now it is time for our look and say words. We're down here. And the thing about our look and say words is that we know that we can't really look at that word and sound it out. So you have to just be able to look at it and know it, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to say these words together line by line. And I'm going to say that it's our turn, and then I'm going to let you say the words by yourself, okay? All right. First word, her. Happy as hour. Your turn. Awesome, awesome job. Next line, our turn. To, our, with, from. Your turn. Great job. Last line, our turn. As, have, down, her. Your turn. Awesome, awesome job. Kiss your brains for me, please. All righty, so now it is time for us to read the sentences. Well, read this story, excuse me. There we go. To read the story. So before we read the story, I know that we just learned a new sound for X. And what sound does the X make? X. Great job. So I want us to kind of go through and find the X sound so we can be aware that, hey, it's there, okay? All righty, so I'm going to just move my finger along, and when you see that X, I want you to go, Miss Harris, stop. Oh, yep, there one goes. I'm gonna circle it. X. Oh, did you say stop? All right, there it goes. I'm gonna circle it. Oh, I don't see any more there. Oh, awesome job. Great eyes. Uh-oh. Did we see any more? I didn't see any more. Okay, awesome. And I'm also noticing another one of our, one of our diagraphs are in here, and it is the SH, and SH says what sound together? Shh. Awesome, awesome job. So I'm gonna come through, and when you see the shh diagraph, I want you to say, stop, Miss Harris, okay? All right, let's go. Awesome job, friends. Make sure you're really looking. Awesome. There's the sh sound. Again, our sh sound. Good job, friends. Y'all are working really, really hard. Awesome. So we have found our x sounds and we have found our sh sounds. So now it is time for us to read. So I want you to wait and just listen to Miss Harris read the story first. And I'm going to make sure that we're going to use our strategies. We're going to sound out words. We're going to remember what the word is. And we're going to make sure that we go back and we reread the sentence so we can understand what we just read. All righty, so I'm going to start here. Stan has a job at a pet. I don't know that word. So if I don't know that word, I immediately want to start with trying to sound it out. I know SH says shh, shop, shop. That's the end of my sentence. Now that I know that word is shop, I need to do what? Reread it. We need to go back and reread it. Stan has a job at a pet shop. He has a fish in a dish. He has a, oh goodness, I don't know that word. What do I need to do? Sound it out. Let's go. Ox, fox, fox, in a box. So since I had to sound that word out and it's the end of my sentence, I'm gonna go back and reread it. He has a fish in a dish. That was the wrong sentence. He has a fox in a box. There we go. He has a fox in a box. He has a hen in a pen. Kim went to the shop. Do you want a fox in a box? Said Stan. I want a hen in a pen, said Kim. Stan sells Kim the hen in a pen. All right, awesome. So I want you to now read this. You can pause it and you can read it with a partner and make sure to use your strategies. Remembering to, if you don't know a word, don't just stop. We need to go ahead and start trying to sound it out. And once we sound it out and we know what that word is, then I want you to reread that sentence so you understand the sentence. And remember to be on the lookout for our x and sh. All righty. All right, thank you guys for coming through to learn our phonics, grow our brains for the first grade. We're almost there. Great job, guys. And give me my 2 claps and a flare. Woo! See you next week.